Did you know that the cost of housing in the U.S. rose over 15% between 2021 and 2022? With housing costs skyrocketing, many have saved for years only to realize that they no longer can afford the home of their dreams. But are all of the homes in America unaffordable now? Well, not exactly. In fact, today on Across the Globe, we're going to look at the 10 cheapest states to buy a house in 2023. Number 10. Alabama. Remember when I said that the cost of housing has increased over 15% year over year across the U.S.? Well, if you're looking in Alabama, you'll likely be pleasantly surprised to learn that houses here have not increased 15%. In fact, according to Redfin, they only increased about 2.4% between December 2021 and December 2022. And the median home price in Alabama, according to Homebuyer, is only about $142,000. Given that the median household income in the state is approximately $66,000, this means that the income to mortgage ratio in Alabama is only 12.2%. For context, the most expensive state to buy a home, Hawaii, has an income to mortgage rate of 35%. That means that while those in Alabama only spend about 12% of their income on their mortgages, those in Hawaii are spending almost triple that. Number 9. Oklahoma. Did you know that as of 2021, Oklahoma was ranked number 3 on SoFi's list of the states with the lowest cost of living? This analysis estimated that it only costs about $34,533 per year to live in Oklahoma. Furthermore, they estimated that per capita housing and utilities only cost about $6,152 per year. This means that not only is it cheap to live in Oklahoma, but you may even be able to buy a home. The median home price in this state is only $136,800, and with a median household income of $67,000, this means that the income to mortgage ratio of Oklahomans is only 11.64%, with monthly mortgage payments of about $650. Number 8. Nebraska. Next up on our list is our first state in the Midwest, which is no surprise because the Midwestern United States has some of the most affordable housing in the country. That's certainly true of Nebraska. While the median home price of $155,000 is slightly higher than the other states we've looked at so far, the median household income is also slightly higher, leading to a lower overall income to mortgage ratio of 11.19%. That means that if you're bringing in the median household income of $79,000, you're only spending about $740 of your income on your mortgage each month. But Nebraska isn't just good for cheap housing. If you have a family and are looking to move, the Cornhusker State should be a strong contender on your list, as Wallet Hub named it the 8th best state in the country to raise a family. Nebraska also doesn't have a shortage of employment opportunities. With one of the lowest unemployment rates in the country and Fortune 500 companies like Berkshire Hathaway and Union Pacific stationed here, you can rest easy knowing that moving to Nebraska doesn't necessarily mean giving up on solid work options. Number 7. Indiana. Indiana has the second lowest income to mortgage ratio on our list, according to data from Homebuyer. With a median home price of about $141,000, median household income of $73,000, and a mortgage-to-income ratio of only 11%, this means that you'll only be spending about $673 each month on your mortgage. Compare that to Hawaii, the most expensive state to buy a home, where you can expect to spend nearly $3,000 a month on a mortgage, or California, the second most expensive state, where you'll be paying about $2,400. Indiana also has options for both city and country dwellers. If you're someone who's looking for rural, quiet living, you'll find it here. And if you're looking to live in a city, you'll find that in places like Fort Wayne, Evansville, or Indianapolis, which has over 900,000 people. Number 6. North Dakota. North Dakota is a great place to move if you're looking not only for affordable housing, but also to raise a family. It recently ranked the 4th best state to raise a family in the U.S. according to that study I mentioned by WalletHub. And with the cost of housing here significantly below that of the national median, if you move here, you can rest easy knowing that you're not blowing all of your income on your mortgage. Most people in North Dakota spend about 12.27% of their income on their mortgage, which runs about $921 per month for a median home of $193,000. So, what's it like to live here? Well, North Dakota is particularly well suited for outdoorsy types, as it's home to about 8% of the country's national parks, like Theodore Roosevelt National Park. Number 5. Mississippi. If you're on the hunt to move to an affordable state with a slower pace of life, Mississippi may be a great option for you. Mississippi not only has the lowest cost of living in the entire country according to World Population Review, but it has cheap housing too. That's right, its housing is estimated to be about 34% more affordable than elsewhere in the country. With a median home price of $119,000, being a homeowner may no longer be a dream, but a reality if you decide to move here. And though the median household income in Mississippi is lower than many other states, it still only has an income-to-mortgage ratio of 11.3%. Number 4. Kansas. At approximately $151,000, the median home value in Kansas is significantly lower than the national median. In fact, residents here only spend about 11.19% of their income on their mortgage. If you're considering moving to this state, you'll be happy to know that in addition to having cheap housing, Kansas also has one of the lowest costs of living in the entire country. According to Rent Cafe, Kansas is 14% cheaper than elsewhere in the United States, with housing 29% lower than other states. If you decide to move here, you'll not only benefit from low cost of living and low home prices, but also an unemployment rate of only 2.9%. And unlike some other states, Kansas's economy actually grew by 2.6% in Q2 of 2022 due to industries like agriculture and manufacturing. Number 3. Ohio. If you're looking to buy a home in Ohio, you'll be paying about $145,000 for it, with monthly mortgage payments of just under $700. And if you're earning Ohio's median salary, that's only 11% of your income, making this one of the cheapest states to buy a home. While some of the other states on this list are more for country dwelling types, Ohio is great for those looking for city living, as major cities like Cincinnati, Columbus, Cleveland, and Dayton are all relatively affordable. Number 2. Michigan. Michigan is one of the most affordable states in the country, with the cost of living here estimated to be 10% below the national average. And within that, housing is about 23% lower than the national rate. A median-priced house in Michigan is about $154,000, with monthly mortgage payments estimated at approximately $735. This is only 11.7% of the median household income in Michigan, making buying here relatively doable. And there's plenty to do in Michigan if you decide to make the move. If you settle near Lake Michigan, for instance, you can take advantage of its 1,500 miles of coastline for boating or swimming. Or, given the state's history within the auto industry, you can enjoy one of Michigan's many museums. Number 1. Iowa. Number 1 on our list is Iowa. Ranked as one of the most affordable places to buy a house on several lists, the median home price here is $147,800. While that's not the lowest price in the country, Iowa has the lowest income-to-mortgage ratio out of any other state. In fact, Iowans are only spending 10.6% of their income on their mortgages. This makes home ownership in Iowa a reality for many. In fact, while nationwide about 65% of people own versus rent, in Iowa that number is 72%. This is even the case in Iowa cities, where properties tend to be more expensive. In fact, according to Niche, 60% of those living in Des Moines own. What about the cities everyone is moving to? Watch this video to learn about that.